And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 907. Today is Friday, March 11, 2022, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish is today's top stories. UK FCA orders operators to shut down crypto ATMs. Stripe announces fiat payment support for cryptocurrencies and NFTs. Jamaican central bank to airdrop Jamdex CBDC to early adopters. Chainalysis launches free sanction screening tools. And Credit Suisse strategist says we're witnessing birth of a new world monetary order. And of course, it is Fuck Bitcoin Friday as if anybody wants to give us a call in and talk a little smack and keep the smoke going. But first and foremost, Bitcoin's day was going on with those prices.
Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at these prices today. Good old Bitcoin at $39,322, up 0.4%. Ethereum at $2,613, up 1%. Binance at $373, up 1.6%. Terra Luna, $94.63, down 4.4%. XRP at 73 cents, up 0.6%. Cardano at 80 cents, up 0.02%. Solana at $82 is up 0.2%. And last but not least, rounding out our top 10 is Avalanche at $74, up 2%. And our biggest gainers for the day, Vanguard up 2,956%, Base Protocol and KDAR token. Again, that was up yesterday, over 500%. So those are our biggest gainers for the day. Slow growth for the other coins.
There we go. What's going on? Wyatt Trice. I know you all saw STX was up 30%. I saw a report it went up to 70% at some point.
It went up 70 and then dropped right back down.
That's crazy. What was it? What was the reason for the pump? Anything?
Probably because OKCoin announced $165 million fund for people.
I did see that OKCoin news. That is right.
Oh yeah, we getting some of that, baby.
There we go. Don Shelby, what's going on? Oh, we definitely getting shadow banned because granted, we have been missing some days this week, but there's literally only like 5 people in the chat right now. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is.
The shadow ban is officially back and is real. What's going on, Lisa Lee? Level 99 Slacker. All good, all good. The shadow ban, we heard it started hitting us last week. Again, pardon this week for those who missed us the first few days. Bitcoin Zay was traveling. I was sick. My voice is fully back now, and we're good to go there. I want to give a shout out to iCoin. Again, iCoin wallets, iCointechnology.com for those who are listening. We'll be releasing a short video on them today. But again, this is an ongoing sponsorship we have with hardware wallet, iCointechnology.com. So again, if you're looking for some code storage for your Bitcoin or Ethereum, make sure you check out iCoin wallets. And again, be on the lookout later on today. We'll be releasing a very short video so you can take a deeper look into the wallet itself and some of the features it has. All right, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Top story of the day. UK FCA orders operators to shut down crypto ATMs. I mean, listen, you talking about lines that have been drawn and shots have been fired. Any crypto ATMs in the UK are operating illegally, the financial watchdog said. Again, this just goes back to me where it's like a group of humans is telling another group of humans, this little piece of technology you're using that's not hurting a soul, that's just illegal now. It looks like the UK's Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, has warned that any crypto ATMs operating in the country are illegal and must be shut down. You used to have it own and operate an ATM. What are you seeing here? Why are they going about it this way? I thought this is the future. Bitcoin ATMs were here to stay. What's going on all of a sudden?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was in the industry in 2016 and everything was all good. If you bought the ATM and you could supply the Bitcoin through an exchange, you were just an intermediary. That was it. But they changed all those rules. They implemented KYC, AML. I remember in Fox Hills Mall, LA, that you could buy up to $1,000 worth of Bitcoin with no KYC for like 2 years. So, they changed that and then ATM was gone shortly after. It looks like here, the UK is doing something similar where the operators must be registered with the FCA to offer ATM services and comply with money laundering regulations. As none of the 27 fully registered crypto firms have been approved to offer ATM services, any crypto ATMs in the UK are operating illegally. So what they're saying is you are operating just fine and then boom, we pass this law. Everybody's illegal now. Like overnight, you wake up and it's illegal. That's how quick this industry changes. And it's funny because this wasn't on a Wednesday, but the UK is a little off. So that's why it was Thursday night. But they basically just overnight made this up. And then the FCA made reference to Giddy Plus, firm providing Crypto ATM services, which has its registration application rejected by the financial watchdog. I mean, come on, man. But according to Coin ATM Radar, there's 81 Bitcoin ATMs in the UK. And I'm sure there'll be more court cases, as it says here. They took this case to court. There'll be even more because, again, you can't just shut people's services down overnight and then make them apply for a license without some sort of pushback. But this is what we keep saying, people. These are regular humans telling other humans they can't do stuff because it's regulated now. We have to change it. They're trying to cut off all of the spigots. It's a game of whack-a-mole, but they're trying to cut off all the on-ramps possible. But I doubt there's only 81 ATMs. There's probably more they just don't know about.
Right. I highly doubt it was only 81. And really quick with the shadow ban, you all might need to check your junk messages. I'm checking mine daily. I did get the notification right now. Sometimes I do get it late, but I got this one's early notification. I'm wondering how that's working for some people getting it and some people aren't. So make sure you're checking your junk and spam and moving it to the regular inbox folder as well. What's going on? Blockchain Bully, Michael Kennedy, Finn, Nicholas Orion says it's been a minute. What's going on? G Remy. G Remy, let us know. Check your spam and let us know if you can find it there in the junk folder because it said the notifications didn't tell them the stream was live. Right. Shout out Xavier. So you can still find none KYC ATMs in California up to $3,000 a day. There we go for the non-KYC notification or non-KYC ATMs. I was going to say notifications. Other news. I mean, this is a big story as far as mass adoption. The way adoption is going to look, but I mean, we're going to see this when it comes to every payment processing service as well, literally as every bank. And that's Stripe announcing fiat payment support for cryptocurrencies and NFTs. One thing I forgot to mention when I showed you all last week, the coinpayments.net and the BitPay, we showed you all how easy it was to literally just to toggle whatever coin you wanted. One thing I forgot to add is that on these payment processors like coinpayments.net and everything else, you can literally accept your money either in crypto, Bitcoin, or a combination of both, or in fiat currency as well. You don't even have to accept it all in crypto. So if you wanted to say, hey, I can accept XYZ, Doge, Floki, Elon, helping the MMA fighters token. If you want to put all that in one token, but not accept none of it in the actual token, you can say we accept that token, but I want it converted to fiat. You can actually do it. And speaking of which, whoever brought up that MMA token last week, I'll put it in the link if you want to call in. But that looks like a big scam, just to let you all know. I did see over the weekend, literally every UFC fighter shouted it out. But when they were actually explaining it, there was a lot of stumbling and bumbling going on. I was like, oh, man, the wink has occurred again. But that's another topic. Stripe has partnered with FTX, FTX US, blockchain.com, and Nifty Gateway and Just Mining to launch a crypto business suite. That's right. United States-based fintech giant Stripe significantly ramped up its crypto initiatives after it launched a service that enables payments for NFTs and digital assets via fiat currency. Businesses can now use Stripe's new API to accept fiat payments for crypto, which kind of didn't really make sense. So accept fiat payments for crypto. I don't know. Provide digital wallets, pay out users in fiat, leverage identity and know your customer solutions, and utilize data to detect and block fraudulent transactions. So essentially they're saying, hey, we're a compliant United States company. We get along with the government, and we're going to throw a lot of buzzwords in with crypto just to let you all know if it's made, we can cover it. All right. You want a wallet? We got wallets. I mean, you got to be crazy if you think you're going to be getting your own wallet from Stripe when in the same sentence they're telling you we have know your customer. That doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense, people. Just to let you know, but whatever. I get what they're saying. They're saying, hey, Coinbase thought they can do it. We can do it better. We're trying to be out Cash App, but you better believe this is a centralized service for the onboarding or offboarding of cryptocurrency payments and processing. Now, in the big scheme of things, we talk about mass adoption. This is good. This is a base hit because regular businesses feel safe using Stripe. And now all of a sudden, crypto isn't this big, bad, ugly thing under the bed, right? However, for what we like in Bitcoin, the decentralized nature of it, this is not it, right? This isn't it. But again, this is a good way to onboard more people. And it's crazy actually seeing the story how FTX partnered with them and you have KYC in the same sentence, because literally there's another story. I think I cleared my cache today, so my browser history, but there's literally another story where they talk about FTX is joining with a few other people for like this basically decentralized future or whatever. It's like, what are you talking about? Yeah. There's literally stories the same day coming out where they're talking about FTX is providing the KYC solutions for payment processes. But what are your thoughts on this Stripe? And here's the thing, people. Again, I just want to make this clear. When companies like Stripe come out and say, hey, you can do crypto and NFT payments now, follow the money. Stripe is launching an NFT, which is why they want to allow these payments. As I showed you a week ago, every business under the sun right now can add BitPay and coin payments at the very least and accept just about every cryptocurrency payment out there. So the only reason you see headlines of X, Y, and Z companies, today's is Stripe, announcing fiat support for cryptocurrencies and NFTs is usually because they have a business aspect to it. They're launching something, they're doing something, because everyone can do this right now. This is not special. But what are your thoughts on Stripe and this NFT and everything else they have going on?
Oh yeah, like you said, base hit. I mean, I'm not super ecstatic, but it's like when PayPal added crypto. It's like, okay. But again, it's only making it so that you can make payments through Stripe, and it's a money play. Again, as long as there is volume in crypto trading, as long as there's interest in NFTs, these platforms will use what they have, apply it, and they'll take all the fees. They will gladly take your fees for you trading back and forth for whatever NFTs, crypto you want. So I think it's a base hit. I think what it does, like you said, it legitimizes it in the eyes of people who need it legitimized. For people like us who understand that this is real, it's here, you don't even need this platform. It's like like I said, a base hit. It's a 40-degree day, in the words of my boy from The Wire. It's a 40-degree day. I mean, don't nobody remember a 40-degree day. Nobody's gonna really talk about this later, but I think businesses will use it because they already use Stripe. So meeting people where they are. And
then, like I said, the craziest part of the move, of course, Stripe also launched an open drop of NFT collectibles dubbed Q Thingies via Nifty Gateway. The NFTs cost between $242 and $424 each to mint, and all proceeds from the sale will go to nonprofit healthcare tech organization WotC. I would like to see that, because here's the deal, people. Why does Stripe, like, you know how much money Stripe makes in processing fees alone? Why you got to launch an NFT? Why do you need to launch an NFT? Like, just donate the money. If like that's what it is, but it's not what it is. Like, I highly doubt 100%, as they say, will go to a nonprofit. Highly doubt that. And also, like, again, this is the play. I'm not mad at them. This is what we expect to see. Shout out to Stripe. We can now use Stripe for crypto payments as well. Or, of course, you can just use Bitcoin Pay server, coin payments, and do it direct. Or if you really have to, BitPay. But out of the three, I think coin payments have been one of the user friendliest for those to look into, for the people who's interested.
Oh yeah, over 2,000 coins you can accept, so pretty easy.
Right, Stripe say we in the game now. Jamaica is in the game. Shout out to Leroy Forbes, of course, in-house contributor. Leroy covered this, and you haven't seen the newsletter just dropped today. I was taking a peek at it for the show start. It's hilarious as usual. But Jamaican Central Bank to airdrop JamDex CBDC to early adopters. Literally, Leroy just covered this last week, so we'll be doing it briefly. But Jamaica Digital Exchange, Jamaica's soon to be released CBDC, will see citizens with crypto wallets receive a $16 deposit to help spread awareness and usage. This is, again, setting precedent. Well, this won't be the first airdrop, but this will be one of the first few airdrops we're seeing from a country. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, they giving niggas $16 to shut up. This is the $16 bribery right here. I mean, it's coming anyway, and I'm mad they call it a JamDex, like it's an actually decentralized exchange. That's gonna confuse people. It's actually just it's the name of the CBDC. So they're dropping it $16 off, much like El Salvador gave their citizens $40. And they're getting the first 100,000 Jamaican citizens. So that means they're only spending $1.6 million to promote this. It's kind of that's too low. But again, it says it accuses them of trying to bribe citizens into the federal banking system. That's exactly what it is. And it says here, approximately 17% of the Jamaican population is currently unbanked. While social media users postulate about government moves, the observer points out that remaining unbanked is both costly and time consuming. Good thing is we can onboard people into their own money system and not into a digital version of what they already didn't want. Because unbanked doesn't necessarily mean that there's people that can't access it. There's people that don't want to use banks. I know a lot of older people cash in the mattress. They still don't trust banks to this day, and they're considered unbanked. But they don't want to. Why would you take that and put it in the digital version? That doesn't make any sense. But a lot of Jamaican people will use it simply because it's forced consensus. This isn't opt-in like crypto. It's forced consensus. So people will have to use it, and I think it will basically at this point, this is the best they got as far as a government running it. This is the best they can do.
Yeah, and I mean, what's crazy, people, is this. Like, there's currently 17% of the Jamaican population, as you see, is being unbanked. Currently. That means, once again, this is my problem with the government and regulation stepping into crypto. It's like, no. Let's take the numbers right now in 2022. You all have failed. Like, you failed your people. There are already 17% unbanked. So you don't need to be in the banking conversation anymore. You don't need to be in the CBD conversation. Like, you've already failed. Here's how to solve the problem of the unbanked right here. And this is where so many people still get Bitcoin wrong about. Because when they say Bitcoin, you see Bitcoin, all you see is, oh my God, is that 40,000? And this is going to dip and go up in the money and the price, and the next crypto is going to take over. And you know this utility, and we know Bitcoin's too slow to do anything. That is all people speculating price, including some of the people who call out people for scamming, right? All of you are speculating on price. The power of Bitcoin is that those 17% of the population in Jamaica who are unbanked can overnight become banked by just downloading a Bitcoin wallet on their phone. Outside the price of Bitcoin, again, if Bitcoin remains one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin, which it should remain according to the code, the algorithm that humans don't control, has already been inputted, right? If one Bitcoin remains one Bitcoin, then the price doesn't matter. The fact that you're adding 17% of the population to being banked, 17% of the population can now do business with you. Whatever you do will naturally go up in value, okay? I don't care if you sell cookies and cakes. 17% of the population who could not buy those cookies and cakes can now buy them. That is the power of the technology of Bitcoin. I'm not understanding how this goes by so many people. Like, it goes over
volatility. Oh man, but it's hard to use technical.
Oh, but it went down from 66K to 40. This is a bad investment. You're trying to scam people. It's like, yo, for the people around the planet, again, that's just Jamaica. How many people on the planet are unbanked? Like, how many people in the United States are unbanked? Let me make it smaller. How many homeless people in California do you think are unbanked? I can pretty much guarantee you almost 90+%, because in California, if you don't have an address, you can't get a bank account, people. Yeah. So literally, we have over 100,000 people in LA who are homeless, and they're definitely unbanked, the large majority of them, using the Bitcoin network. Again, let me make this simple. Stop thinking about 66,000. Stop thinking about 100,000, 20,000, 5,000, whatever. Bitcoin specifically, when you give it to someone who's unbanked, they become a banking member now. They have their own bank. They have their own financial network that they're included in. And if you have any type of value, you sell anything, any type of good, if you do any business or service, this is a new customer. You now have a new customer. So that right there is enough to make Bitcoin powerful to last forever for those who keep going over their head. In addition to that, if you don't want to use a Bitcoin wallet and you're still trying to help the unbanked and protect investors and do all this other stuff, then yeah, you will put them on a CBDC that you can control and watch how much it goes in and out of it. And you can say who's allowed to have a wallet and not. And I can guarantee you the same people who can't have a bank account won't be allowed to have a wallet. Like, you're not going to have a Coinbase wallet with no home address. Like, it ain't going down like that when the government gets, you know what I mean? When gang gets through with you, if you don't get a home address, if you live in a van, or you like to be a nomad, you like to travel, hey, can't have a crypto wallet in the United States. Like, it's going to be the same thing. So again, please, let's get out of the price talk when it comes to Bitcoin. This is why the views is low, Bitcoin say. This is why our subs are low right here, because we're not going to tell you all to ape into altcoin, but literally Bitcoin, the power of the technology. But hey, that's my spiel on it, man. It's crazy because in 2022, I'm still seeing people talking about the price of Bitcoin and not equating its value. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and Trek even says $16 can't even buy bread in Jamaica. That's a slap in the face. Like, they basically gave them just enough money to say that we did it. Because again, 100,000 people, $16, 1.6 million. That's all you got. At least 16 million. Give them 160. Give them something they can actually feel. Not this $16 bullshit. But yeah, going from unbanked to bank can happen with Bitcoin without all of these CBDCs and surveillance coins. We're gonna start calling them surveillance coins, so we won't have to say CBDCs, because
surveillance coins.
Crypto Ran.
Yeah, I've heard that name.
He got banned for saying CBDCs too many times on this thing, or for calling for something. Hold on, let me look at our.
He spoke against it. He spoke against it. Ain't like that.
Yeah, crypto.
Oh, and to answer you, hey, come on, it's Jamaica. I know. Hey, $16 get you that little nickel bag and a little 40. I know how y'all party. Okay, I know the government trying to keep it down, folks.
Exactly.
Dana Dane, there we go. Hit the like button. Ashley Benoit, what's going on? Gracie Peroria said, thank you, gents, because of you, I stopped screwing with profits other than add more Bitcoin, almost at a whole 1.555 now. So exciting. Thanks for all you guys do. There we go. That's what I'm saying. Look, get your full Bitcoin first, people. Or at least, listen, even if you don't have a full Bitcoin, have the ability to have a full Bitcoin. Have the ability to consolidate all your alts and have a full Bitcoin. Like, if you do not have the full Bitcoin, you are missing you're literally missing the part of the technology. You're going for the money play, which again is fine, but you're also saying you're smarter, not only than the entire market at this point, but smarter than bots, algorithms, and every venture capital that's coming into. Like, you have a lot to beat right now. At this point, you should literally be dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, and then everything else is literally Vegas casino speculation, like everything under the sun. Let's just make sure we're on the same page about that. On Fuck Bitcoin Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
Did you find the Bitcoin today?
What? Nah, I couldn't find it.
Okay.
It might have deleted it, but it's all good.
Xavier Hill said homeless in California get free Android phones. Seriously, they get a ton of free stuff.
I can get them a wallet easier than I can get them into a bank.
Man, listen, and that's my point. It's like the problem of being unbanked has already been solved. So again, when the government starts talking about these, responsible innovation, that is what I mean by they're going to destroy this. There's no barrier to entry. Literally, almost everyone on the planet has a smartphone because most places were able to skip the rotary phones and corded phones and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Almost everyone on this planet has a smartphone. With that, you can download a Bitcoin wallet. With that, you are already in the financial ecosystem of the entire planet. I mean, it's literally that simple. Anything else, the responsible innovation, investor protection, all that does is add barriers to what I just said right there. And it shouldn't be any barrier to that. It's literally the point. But again, can't have these poor, dirty, broke, nothing people out here in the system. You know what I mean? Can't have y'all doing well, you slaves. You got to keep it down. Oh my goodness. Dallas Prince said they're targeting the unbanked because so many people are leaving banks and they're hurting their bottom line. There we go. Chemo in crypto said, I'm personally 98% in crypto. My wife is 100% fiat, diversity to keep present and future in tech. There you go. Let's see. But cash is king. King says Satoshi Slim, LOL. What's crazy still has even happened more. Literally, you can't use cash in so many places in LA, people. Again, LA, a Ford city, a technologically advanced city, one of the top cities on the planet as far as size. They're not accepting cash at many places. It just hasn't trickled down to your small town because you guys are really slow in technology in some places. But I'll tell you what, as soon as the government gives a nod and it does trickle down, it will definitely trickle down as well.
I want to answer this question real quick because some people have brought this up a lot when they say, how can folks in remote area of Jamaica use a blockchain when they do not have a cell phone and internet service to sketch? That is something that people have brought up everywhere around the world. It's like some people don't even have internet service. Well, let me explain something to you. The good folks in Miami, they've helped with this solution that I've come up with Blockstream. Go Tenor. You can actually create mesh networks, people. You don't even need the internet anymore. There's no excuse, people. It's all it takes is scaling up. That's all it takes. You can actually create mesh networks. You don't, right here, this device right here, that's it. That's all you need. And if you have a cell phone, again, you don't even need cell phone or internet connection. You can use the mesh network. You can make payments. You can send messages. So at the end of the day, we're solving that problem too. So don't worry about it. Just wait. It's coming. It's not over because it's no internet. It's actually a attack vector. After a while, it's having internet.
And one thing to think about, people, is that as you said, the mesh networks, whatever, like the issues people bring up, if it's no internet or no this or that, there was what's called technical issues, people. These aren't issues. Like, technical issues are solvable issues. This means, like, technically something is wrong with code or something that needs to be built, and someone can build this up, right? That's why I'm gonna say it's just a technical problem. It'll take time, but it can be figured out. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to read Zay's mind. Like, I want to literally be able to read your mind 24/7. Like, that's not a technical problem. It's like, no, we can't figure out how to solve it. We're nowhere near that. Now, maybe when Elon Musk get that Neuralink going and we can hack into other people's Neuralinks, then maybe there's a roundabout way to read a mind, right? Like, and even me explaining that is a technical way of breaking that down. However, just reading someone's mind or jumping up and flying, like all of a sudden a human can fly, those aren't technical, right? But if you say, hey, I got this plane that can kind of glide for a while, and then we put a motor on it, can stay up a little bit. Now those are technical problems. So when we look at Bitcoin and say, well, everyone doesn't accept it. Everyone doesn't accept crypto, or you can't convert it, or you can't do this, or the internet here, or the satellite here. Those are all solvable technical problems that, guess what? There are usually people in your region who want to work on. There's so many people who email us in every region of the planet. And by the way, thank you for those emails. But to those people, if you just email us out the blue and it's like, hey, I'm working on this. Okay, what do you want me to do? Like, I need you to email me within the first 3 sentences, explain exactly where you want our support at. But I do say that because I say there have been people that email us from every region who are saying, hey, we're working on this satellite issue with Bitcoin here. We're working like Bitcoins, they say, on this mesh network. We're working on this. Like, you don't understand, there's so many people working on this stuff around the planet. So if you're in one of these areas that has a technical problem, hey, no one knows about Bitcoin. No one's accepting it, or they don't know how to accept it. Literally start going on these forums and these Reddits and find someone in your area who has the technical ability to problem solve this, to find a solution. I guarantee you there's someone in your area. There almost always is right now. This is such an exciting technological time we're in. Real talk, thanks for the tip. Well, OKCoin lists Alex coin. Thanks. Alex, what's Alex?
Alex coin.
I don't know Alex. Yeah, you gotta let us know. I'm not sure what Alex coin is. Yeah. All right. In other news, we had to go on with that tangent and rant. It's crazy because I keep seeing, again, more people talking Bitcoin and crypto, and they're still talking price. I'm like, y'all supposed to be like, these are supposed to be the geniuses in whatever they do, and they're still talking price points when it comes to Bitcoin. Like, if anything, that should be the last thing you talk price with. Talk price with altcoins. Like Bitcoin, just let it happen at this point. Let it happen. You'll know when to check the price when the world tells you to, right? That's the simplest thing with Bitcoin. Chainalysis launches free sanctions screening tools. That's right. Chainalysis said, hey, you don't got to ask me. I came with a list already. All right. It was him, her, and them. Blockchain data analytics company Chainalysis announced an accelerated launch of 2 sanction screening tools to help provide greater regulatory oversight to exchanges and DeFi projects. Another reason why when we said when Chainalysis releases reports now, you have to take it with a grain of salt. They are literally contracted by the federal government, by the agencies that give you these surveillance coins. But yes, blockchain data analytics and analysis firm Chainalysis announced the fast-track launch of 2 primary sanction screening tools that will be provided to the cryptocurrency industry free of charge. According to the report provided by Chainalysis, and this is funny, you got 2 primary sanction screening tools that's going to be provided to the crypto industry. Who's the crypto industry at this point? Is it the entire planet, or are we just talking specific countries? Because if you're talking Chainalysis with a sanction screening tool, I know you can't provide that to everyone unless they do plan to do it, which is why they're keeping it free. That's the only thing I can think of, but I highly doubt they'll provide it to everyone. But according to the report provided by Chainalysis on Thursday, the screening tools include 2 main components of new tracking software that will assist exchanges in screening wallets and transactions for activities that appears to be skirting economic sanctions. All right, well, we already know what countries they're doing that for. The first tool, which is immediately available, is an on-chain oracle. The second tool, which is scheduled for release next month, is an API that uses the exact same data as the on-chain oracle to validate whether a wallet is included on any sanctions list. Again, I'm not sure, like, I don't know how this is gonna work, and you can talk more about it, but and again, yeah, let's not get it twisted. Like, a lot of people aren't the smartest, and definitely not a lot of criminals, is why they continuously get caught. Recidivism is high. But like the smarter criminals and stuff, or not even the smart, not even people want to be criminals, people who want to maintain privacy. What is stopping them from swapping around 3 or 4 more wallets? Just like create 4 more, 5 more wallets, send more wallets, send mixer wallets, send. I'm back on the exchange. Like, I don't get what this is really going to do, but I don't know. I'm just a dumb guy. I don't know all this stuff. What's going on here, Bitcoin, Zach?
Oh, man. Well, it seems as though the hall monitors, is like I like to call them, Chainalysis, they are the feds, like we've already said, and they're basically coming up with a way to make sure that platforms can operate with more anonymity than centralized exchanges, but still have KYC. So they're like, yeah, as we said before, I think we made up a new word, CDFI. Centralized, decentralized finance. That's all this is. I haven't seen one decentralized finance project. It doesn't exist. Because if Chainalysis has the tools to track the data back to a single source, it's centralized. And the decentralized nature of it is just that it's more decentralized than what we have. So Chainalysis is doing their work. I'm not saying that their company is terrible, because again, some people, they like to work for the government. They like to be secure by gang. Can't blame them. But you also have to know that if they're doing this, if they're sending this to places for sanctions, there's more sanctions coming to other countries. And I just saw that China, they threatened China with sanctions. That's idiotic, but they threatened China with it if they somehow get involved. So this could be coming to a city near you, no matter where you live, just depending on what project you use. If it's all DeFi, again, they're creating choke points where they can basically figure out all the data of how all the money is moving. That's all this is.
Yeah, Jay Walsh said, "Who's a tattletale kid in recess back in the day?" That's these cats. I mean, we were literally leaving the classroom. Biden just got done with his crypto executive order. Yelling is yelling. You got Pocahontas. Like, we just got done with getting a shit ton of homework, a big syllabus for the year. All this is coming. And as we're walking out of class, Chainalysis, come back.
Then we have two chapters.
Y'all know we had 2 more assignments that y'all said we was gonna have to do next week. Are we not doing them?
Yeah, I did them already. I already did them. Yeah, I already did them. You already know. You already do y'all's assignments? Oh, I'm sorry.
You already know. I already did. Y'all, oh man, I thought we was gonna do them and have them early. Hey. I used to be a teacher, and I hated students like that. Like, man, shut up. Man, you wasted my time. Now I gotta acknowledge it and grade more papers. Damn, shut up. Chainalysis said, we got you. Man, Cryptonomics has a laugh and talking about the Alex coins. He said, you even got to ask about it, bro. Yeah, I mean, listen. Again, first the Soldier Boy story, and yes, Reno Gamble, we did hear about it. Ryan Coogler, of course, who is the writer for Black Panther, or director, excuse me, got arrested for taking money out of the bank. Now, I will say, he was being funny with the money anyway. That was kind of weird, but regardless, I mean, it's his own money. He can withdraw the money how he wants. If he don't feel like talking, if he had a sore throat like me all week, and he just want to write now, and you see them water boys in Atlanta for those know about them. You see them outside hounding the bank. He might have wanted to write down, hey, I need my 12 G's and I need it printed out on the low. But yeah, he got arrested for it.
Hey, this is LA though. Like he just said he went to CVS. He saw somebody get killed in the parking lot, like get robbed right outside. It's LA right now.
He's in Atlanta when it happened now.
Or Atlanta. That's what I meant. Atlanta. Atlanta's crazy right now. He saw somebody get killed in the parking lot, CVS. He goes to the bank. I know my uncle who's a banker for a long time. He said there's little old ladies that would wear sunglasses and hunch over and whisper for $200. They just didn't want people to hear what money they were taking out, because you could easily be in line and be like, yes, can I get 12,000? And some dude on his phone over there like, how much? Oh yeah, we about to rob it. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to follow up somebody to their car and just follow it. Like,
that's in the water boys.
Yeah, so I get it, but he was kind of weird how he was just like, hit. Like, it's just like, I don't know, but I don't know. I should have called the cops. Like, he gave him your ID, but whatever. Ryan Coogler, I hope this is over.
Yeah, but I mean, the point is, folks, is like, it's not your money once the bank has it. It's the bank's money. It was another lady, I guess, a few weeks ago on camera when she hopped the bank teller desk. I guess she tried to cash a check. She owed money. She saw that she owed money in an overdraft fee. She owed like however much overdraft, and they was like, well, we're going to use your check to pay for the overdraft fee. And she said, no, give me my check back. And they was like, no, we're going to cash it. She hopped it. She took her check back. And I mean, that's one of those things, like, who is in the right and wrong? It's a private company. You were going to give a private company money. They told you the business deal of it. You said, no, I'm good. I'm going to keep my money. And they was like, no, we going to take it because of a fee we gave you all. People, first of all, you need to know these fees are fake. I don't care if you have, for those who have credit issues, you're in debt right now. If you're in debt, they run up that APR. Like, trust me when I say this. Call them up and tell them they're not seeing no more money until they take off the APR, period. There ain't no more. And ain't no more rolling over last month. Like, trust me, call them up and do it, and keep smashing them. The way they call you, call them the same way. People, how you gonna let a private company, like, this is why we talking about some gang shit. How you gonna let a private individual, private company tell you owe 20% on some old money every month?
Exactly.
There ain't no gangster shit.
Like, what? Hey, you know how many times I want to hop over? Listen, you know how many times I want to hop over that desk in college, overdrafting. Because you overdraft 35 and you only got $50. It's like, come on, damn, a whole weekend. Now I got to eat ramen and sit in the dark.
People, this is not this is straight facts. This ain't straight. And I mean, this is kind of anecdotal, but this is straight facts too. If your APRs, your fees is too high, call them and say they will never see any more money, period, unless they take it off or make it lower. I'm telling you now, they're gonna do it. They will do it. This isn't a drill, all right? So if you like, oh my God, I got 30,000 in debt, and they keep adding 20% to that every month. Call them and be like, if you want me to pay off this 30K in the next couple of years or the next year, you better stop with the APRs or APY, whatever the fuck they want to call it. So just know, like, again, you're letting a private individual, private company give you a high ass interest. Like, that is the definition of what gang members do, extortion. Like, hey, what are you talking about? Like,
hey, JB said, "Where's the ETH counter so I can jump over to get my gas fees back?" You got to go roll up on Vitalik at the next ETH Denver.
There we go. Just informed you said he wasn't being weird. My mom is a regional manager, and she said it's not uncommon for someone to write a note for a large sum of money to not draw attention. There we go. And seriously, I was like, on the flip side, hey, depending on who was outside, he might have been like, eh.
Yeah, my uncle said the same thing. People do it all the time. It's just she was scared to tell her. So
and what's really crazy is I saw people comment, they were like, 12K is not even a lot of money. He should just ask for it. And yes and no, because here's the part. Like, you're right, it's not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money because remember, Soulja Boy couldn't even get out his 100. They gave him 30, 35. So apparently for the bank, it is like, what the real story is she know what's up. She was like, oh shit, we only got 15 to 20 in the boat. This man up here asking for 12 of them things. Like,
we ain't got the vault is empty.
That boat, that's for sure, my boy. That's not a real boat.
Yeah, but I mean, but it is a lot to somebody. Say, for example, somebody works construction standing in line that makes 25K, 30K a year. You taking out 12. You taking out half their yearly salary at one time. He might have some cousins that could go get that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is a lot of money to regular people, but in the grand scheme of things, no, you're right. Not a lot of money.
Hey, listen, if for those going inside banks and people hanging out on, like, just mug people, all right? Like, just mug them. You got to mug them, all right? You got to let them know you're ready to die for this. No.
Just walk in with your gun. This is not a robbery. This is for protection. You definitely going to get police called on you.
All right, let's see. I'll just put a link in there for anybody who want to call in. It is Fuck Bitcoin Friday. Call in with some issues. Let's get this thing started. Even if you got a real one, call in. Just tell us you about to give us a fake one. You know we like that every now and then. We got 10 minutes. We'll have some fun with it. Ronnie Fury says, shit, 12K would get your car doors blown off in Philly or probably any hood for that fact. Well, listen, if you know people for real, let me know. No, I'm just all jokes. Ha, ha. All right, so what else we got going on? Credit Suisse is in the news. Credit Suisse. Oh, my goodness. We know a lot of people saw this story. It's from a few days ago, but again, we were out and didn't cover it. Credit Suisse strategist says we're witnessing birth of a new world monetary order. Money will never be the same again after the Ukraine war, right? Zoltan Pozar and Bitcoin may be the beneficiary. What's going on with this story with Credit Suisse? I mean, the big dogs are coming out saying, hey, this is happening, people.
Hey, whenever something big is about to happen, they always tell you. So this seems like Credit Suisse let the cat out the bag and said it. Basically, this crisis is not like anything we've seen since Nixon took the U.S. dollar off of gold in 1971. If you know, Bretton Woods was the agreement after World War II. And then Bretton Woods II was the agreement to unlink the dollar and gold. And this is, in his opinion, in Credit Suisse opinion, the third Bretton Woods, so to say. And it will be backed by outside money, gold and other commodities. And of course, Bitcoin, even though I don't agree, they call it digital gold. I think Bitcoin will be the commodities that they're talking about. And it marks the end of the current monetary regime when G7 nations seized Russia's foreign exchange following the latter's invasion of the Ukraine. So that was a huge event. And people don't realize how much the landscape changed when they sanctioned Russia. And then Russia was like, all right, well, we got gold, we got Bitcoin, and we got oil. So we'll find a way to get some money. And then China started offering or saying that they can offer a currency for them. So this is the shifting of power, I think. And I think that Credit Suisse sees it. It's on the horizon. If you still think this is all fun and games, just wait till you go to the pump and gas is $14 and bread is $28. You're gonna see exactly what they're talking about. But yeah, this is great to see from somebody like Credit Suisse, because again, they always tell you right before it happens, but this is what's happening, people. This is the geopolitical game. This is why Bitcoin is important. This is why the whole crypto industry should be on notice, should be on high alert right now. This should be a very active time. So shout out to them for putting out this article, because a lot of people don't know this.
And really quick, I want to point this out too, for all you do-gooders, and hold on, let me bring it up. For all you Ned Flanders out there. Oh yeah, I know who you are. I know you're listening. I just want to point this out because again, whenever we talk about the race stuff and about how slave laws were, civil rights, and all the negative laws against minorities, some people tune it out. I get it. It's too close to, it's too much, right? It's too much for you to handle, for you to even think about, even though having the real people. But what is important, I want people to, I think they would absorb a little bit easier or comprehend a little bit easier, digest. 44 countries, including the United States, which probably led the way with this treaty, this Bretton Woods agreement. 44 countries after World War II said, hey, we're going to be backed by gold. Then in 1971, the US was like, we're not going to do that no more. My only point, so for one, was it 42, 43, 44, the war ended or whatever, let's say 44, 45, 45, 55, 65. So let's say 25, 26 years later. 26 years later, we reneged. This is my point of right now when it comes to Bitcoin taxes, crypto taxes, and everything else that's going on as far as overstepping the regulatory boundaries that the US is doing right now. For all those who want to play along, especially all these professionals and new businesses that are trying to mitigate their risk, which is always say, literally everyone who wants regulations, who scream regulations in this industry has come from another industry, people. Like literally, like I would say 95% of them came from another industry and they're trying to protect whatever nest egg they have. So they want regulations. The other 5% have already built something so big in this space. They want regulations just to keep the competition out. Everyone else who's like still learning, building, like they don't want it. So it's literally people mitigating risk or people who have built so big, they want to keep the competition low. I say that to say, you are crazy to think the same thing won't happen in another 10 or 15 or 20 years or 5 years. Oh, I know we took all that Bitcoin tax money, but we actually not going to do it no more. Oh, we know we said Monaco, you can't do Visa cards and all that, but crypto.com you can. Oh, we said you can't do crypto lending with these certain institutions where like they're going to do it again. They're going to keep doing it. And the beautiful thing about the US actually is that the federal government can keep playing this blame game since we keep getting a new president every 4 to 8 years. Well, my administration, one of mine, you got to be crazy if you think the federal government doesn't have a turnover binder where it was like, hey, this is what we're trying to accomplish as the entire government. As a federal government, Democrat and Republican, we need to have control of money to be able to sanction people. Doesn't matter how, when, or what, we're all going to get off the gold standard. Moving forward, Bitcoin, fine. We're going to confiscate, we're going to tax it, we're going to do whatever we want with it because it helps the federal government. So again, I just want to point that out for those who are like, well, the government wouldn't do this, or government that, or this, that is the right way and wrong way. They already did it. Yeah. They literally made an agreement with 44 other countries after a war and reneged on it. To keep it real, if it wasn't the United States, if it was any other country that were reneged first, the way we were reneged, we would have went to war. You're not doing the gold. Whoa, hey, smells like a missile to me. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and always, the Ray Diallo thing I just told you about. That's the opening scene of the documentary. That's the opening scene is Nixon taking us off the gold standard. And he was like, when he saw it happening, he was like, he's like, what is going on? All the markets about to crash, but they actually went up because it's so fake. It's like it's such a manipulated market. It's so fake, and he saw that a long time ago. And it's funny to see that Credit Suisse is picking up on it. Most of the people who are under the age of 50 don't really realize this is how it happens. But people who saw it happen back then, they're probably like, yeah, that was a weird time for us to go off the gold standard. And then here we are. 50
now
years
milk
later.
$7. There we go.
Hey, fiat on average lasts, I think it's 60 years. So we're at year 50. 51. So
it's coming. 5252crypto.com. Thank you for the tip. King and Profit. Thank you, ninjas, again. Like, share, and subscribe. Best show in crypto. Keep at it, team. Buy the masterclass for sure. If you haven't already, make sure you check out that masterclass. It answers a lot of questions in there as well. Sergeant Crypto, thanks for the tip. The Fed Chairman Rome Powell said the other day that there could be more than one world reserve currency. He's already setting the stage for Bitcoin to win. Wake up, people.
Exactly.
There it is. And again, the crazy part about it is that we mentioned this the other day. And this is what the craziest thing to me, and I couldn't explain it. Zay said so eloquently. He was like, it's incredible the amount of people we know who are actually smart in other things not get this. Yeah. Like, we know people are smart in other things to not get this. Again, I got to shout him out only because of his following. I got to shout out Spencer Cornelia again. Great job on calling out the scammers and stuff. I've invited him to do a video on us before. I told him we pay him. But like, he's talking about Bitcoin, the price is down in the last 6 months. I'm like, bro, you talking about price too?
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to stop scammers, but you're talking about the price of Bitcoin. We're talking about people not being banked. Like, all right, there we go. You want to talk money and price? You're going to get what you're going to get.
Two different goals right there.
Hey, you want to talk money and price, people? Then this is what you're going to get right here. Hey, if you need a hardware wallet, make sure you check out our ongoing campaign sponsorship with iCoin Technology. It's a great hardware wallet. No, seriously, iCoin is good. Check them out. But don't be mad when you see your influencers and all these other people talking about every altcoin under the sun, Elon, Floki, Doge, Mars, Moon, billion%. But at the same time, you don't want to talk about the unbanked or the technology. No, you want to play the price game. You want to play money. This what comes in the capitalist society when we're talking about money. It's about who can get to it, not about how they get to it. So make sure you know what you're in here for. I was mentioning to somebody the other day. Say, you know the book 48 Laws of Power?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I always as a person I know who's reading it, and I was like, why are you reading this? And they're like, yeah, I'm interested in stuff. And they're like, why is it a problem? I said, it's a problem because by you reading that and you accepting and understanding this and you wanting to place yourself in that game, you're going against other people who know how to play that game for real. And you're not going to win. Like, you're just not reading it. You're not going to win. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, how good of a strategy can it be if millions of people reading it?
Boom. Secondly, as well. There we go. But
everybody coming with the same strategy. The people that wrote it are looking at you like, yeah, we gave you that strategy because we know that's what you're about to try and do.
But my point is, if you're going to put on boxing gloves and get in the ring, you're going, like, do not be surprised if somebody knock the shit out of you or punch you. Or all of a sudden you go against somebody you know is that big or strong. Yeah, the competition is out there. So to me, it's the same thing. It's like, all right, you're not here for the technology. You're not here for Bitcoin. You're here to get more money, more fiat currency. You're here to invest and all this other stuff. Cool. You all know I'm a degenerate, but also know a couple things. Yeah. Now we had somebody in the chat was like, y'all keep saying like 10, 12, 20 G's isn't a lot. All right. So for all you and these little shitcoin tokens, we keep telling you that's not a lot of money. You keep thinking you're going to beat the market.
Do what you want.
Not even intentionally. I've accidentally been like a little mini whale in projects. I don't even like being the type of I like to get in, get out smooth too. I've accidentally been a mini whale. I'm telling you, like, you're not going to beat majority of the market. Like, just do it the slow and the smart way.
And we're two regular guys with a YouTube channel. Imagine, you know what I mean? Like, imagine the big institutions and event when their money pours in. Like, 12K is not a lot. Like, you're talking about 12 million a day.
They put in 250K a day, a mil a day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in the grand scheme of things, that's a little bit.
And for those who are interested, here it is, another plug. Make sure you check out the masterclass as well. I did get sick this week, so we are a bit behind. The rest of the membership services will be coming with the rest of the Discord. And I will say this right now, we already have one of our traders. His account's at 45, 50K, and that will be in the Discord. It'll be live trading with a $40,000 to $50,000 account. I've already decided I'll probably do 100 account, 1,000 account, and a 10,000 account as well. So you have literally 4 different accounts to watch. From 100 to 1,000 to 10,000, and then a $40,000 to $50,000 one as well. So literally about what $61,000 and change of trading to watch live in the Discord when we start to do it. So again, I'm a week behind on that. Hopefully we can launch that in a week and a half max. That is my fault, so I'll take responsibility on that one. But that will be launched here shortly. But again, that's what people day trading right now. People day trading 50K, folks. Like, it is what it is.
You can see your real competition.
Like, that's what, like, you ain't seen the real comp. And Michael, I've been waiting for Mike. You might have to disconnect and reconnect. Your thing's been saying joining the whole time. We did have one caller. But while we're waiting, we got anything wrong this week? If you got any smoke, you want to shill your shit coin, feel free. I don't know. I'm in the mood to smack down shit coins today. So feel free to shill them. Let's see what else we have. Everybody saying, let me hold 12. The problem is, hey, I already let too many people hold it. That's why I can't do it again. Hey, I told y'all, for the person who said the thing in Philly, you go get back the last 12K, I let somebody alone, you can have it. How about that?
No, man, that's what I'm saying. I got too many cousins.
Yeah, yeah.
Too many family.
Yeah,
Too much family.
if you want to hold, if you want to hold 12K for real, you in one of these cities, you got to get back a couple of other investments I had with some stakeholders, and feel free to keep everything you get plus what I pay you. What Jeezy say? Hey, he ain't go to jail for it. I got something on somebody's chain. All right, nothing on nothing else. I'm just talking chains here. For those who know, you know. Holla at me. Hey, who in the Southeast area? Who's in the Southeast regions of the world? Let's just say that. If you're in the Southeast, it's some unfinished business, folks. Like I said, you want to make some Monero, holla at me. Michael Barrett, Valdes, what's going on? What you got for us today?
Hey guys, how are you? So I see you. I guess my other connection that you said, okay, good, you guys, it dropped. Okay, so I'll be quick. I want to say for people who listen to your show that is new to a lot of the stuff that you talk about, I really, and this is not blowing smoke, I really suggest watching your shows 2 and 3 times, because there's a lot of information that you guys talk about that you just are not going to learn in school. You're not going to learn it from watching the news, and people need to be informed. A buddy of mine tells me all the time, Mike, you can't save everybody. I try to save everybody, but I realize you can't save everybody.
Get that one person.
Yeah,
the only one I'm looking to save are my kids.
Exactly. Family. That's all I got. That's all I'm looking at saving. But you know what we should do? You know what we should do, Mike? Or King, this is what we should do. For like $5, we should come up with a book stack, a tech stack, Web 3.0 stack, wallet stack, like exactly what to get. This is exactly what you get to get started, like to learn the stuff we're talking about. Because, you know, Creature of Jekyll Island, Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell, you know, a lot of these books.
I get what you're saying. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it was just like a stack of stuff. So you like, so even if it's not just Bitcoin or crypto, you can get a world view where you sort of orange peeled at that point. You know what I mean? Like you actually get why this is important. Because you're right. Like the dude Spencer, he doesn't get why it's important. That's why he's talking about price. Like most people, they don't. But
most people got money. Like I think he came from money too, and that's kind of where it's like this. Like, and I'll be ready to debate people. You know it, because like I'm like, look, for one, if you came from having it, then I can fully understand why you don't get it. That period, I get it. You ain't never been hit with an overdraft fee and be like, oh my God, this $35 is going to change the trajectory of not only the next 2 or 3 weeks, but it might cause me to do some stupid shit to change the trajectory of my life to get a $30 back for an overdraft fee. Like people are going through that. So yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Michael, yeah, you're right. As far as the new people, yeah, you're right. You can give people the answers, they still won't take it. So we only teach people that want to be taught. We're done with the with trying to convince people. I'm not convincing anybody else. Take it or leave it.
You know, I put together a bunch of videos like what Creature from Jekyll Island, also showing people that when you watch the movie The Wizard of Oz, that's all about the banking system.
That's the banking system, yeah. A lot of people don't know that, yeah.
People don't know, but not only do they not know it, like when you tell them what your governments are doing, people are like, man, come on. Our government wouldn't do that to us. And all you have to do is look at what's going on in Canada and say, what do you mean they won't do this to you?
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
A couple of things, because I know that you have other callers. So I just want to say, you know, when you guys were talking about addresses and people don't want to give an address, hey, you can go to a PO box, those PO box locations that'll give you a live address if you don't want to give your own address.
Hey, and shout out really quick to that as well. For those listening. So the U.S. Post Office, I don't know if it's just in LA or everywhere else. I used to be able to sign up with a post office with just, or a PO box with just an ID type of deal. Now they want like 2 forms of like your address from different, like it's crazy in LA. And you can only put one name on it. You can't have your personal name and business name on it. It's crazy these days. But however, local, and if somebody was busted for this in Beverly Hills the other day, I guess some store was laundering money for somebody. I don't know. But what I will say, if you're in a big city or even some of the smaller cities, especially dealing with foreigners or people who had to do remittances back home, oftentimes they have like the check cashing services. They have PO boxes too. You get to know that guy, pay him off a little bit of money. You got your PO box, folks. You can have as many as you want in different places. There you go.
Yep. Second thing, when you guys were talking about the APYs, like a lot of people don't realize it. When I started doing my research, most of the big banks are all controlled by the cabal. So if you want to get away from it, go to credit unions. You can get a lot lower APY through credit unions.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, most of them are not controlled by the cabal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's
and even if you say the word cabal, some people will be like, conspiracy theories, you're making it up. And you'd be like, it's in writing. It's in federal documents. What are you talking about? These people exist. Stop being a little child. Grow up.
The bankers rule the world.
Exactly.
That's who rules it. Not the president, not the queen. You know, they're part of the system, but it's the bankers.
Yeah, it's the shoes.
Yes. So I'm gonna just say two things, but my main topic for my call is I want to ask you this. I don't know if you ever spoke about this, but we know, because my number one bag right now is XRP, and we know that they're going through their lawsuit.
I think they're gonna bounce back.
Yes. Yeah. You know, I would tell people for one, when you look at Rosie Rios, who's the ex-secretary, whose signature was on the $100 bill, she now works for Ripple. So I would say, hey, you got to look at why would she leave the government and go to Ripple if she knows that it's a bad organization. But I say that all to say this. We know that Veritasium was sued. We know that Kin was sued. I think EOS was sued. And the one thing that all three have in common are their ERC20. And what's ERC20? The underlying Ethereum. And no one talks about Ethereum. Mm-hmm. I think that they just want to hide it, because I mean, when you see the documents and the list of people who are on that list of Ethereum, I mean, if they expose that, if they really come out with that list, I mean, it's a game over. I mean,
JP Morgan, Joe Lubin, if you look at that list, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just banker coin all over. As much as they want to hate on XRP, I always laugh. I'm like, you do realize the Ethereum, all of them, anything proof of stake, anything not proof of work, not decentralized. Yeah, it's a lot of big bankers in it.
It is. And that's basically the only thing I learned this week is that the XRP ledger can work off the internet. So if the internet goes down, the transactions still work. I'm not sure how. And
that's why. No, listen, really quick on that last thoughts. Excuse me. I agree with you in a sense. I'm looking at the price. I think it will bounce back in price. XRP is essentially, they've already, I'm not sure if you all saw Brad Garlinghouse. He had like a call a month or so ago. He came out and talked about the future of XRP. He wants to legalize it and go public. He wants to do an IPO. So I think at this point, they're gearing up for an IPO. With his thoughts, he's thinking, hey, IPO, we pay the government, and now we're legalized and compliant to be used with banks. And then they restart the building process. Now, here's the pluses and minuses. I think after the IPO, we'll see the same thing that happened with Coinbase. We'll see a run up and we'll see a huge dip that they will not recover from for the next 2 or 3 years, unless the Bitcoin halving shoots Bitcoin up so far high that everything else just comes along for the ride. Now I do think that will happen, but as far as XRP, it won't, like, again, if he tries to go this IPO route, I think it will pump. You know, the government, all right, clear, we're going to leave them alone. It'll pump from that. IPOs on the horizon, it'll pump from that. And the day it's about to be actually listed, it'll pump again until it starts to dip. Once that happened, they will have like literally oversold it. Excuse me. Price would have been far inflated than what it should have been. And I think we'll see a continuous dip from it for the next 2 years. But in the short, I agree with you. The US, if they had them, they would have had them. They don't have them. They're stalling them out. And Brad has now turned to an IPO. Like, he's literally said he wants to do an IPO. That means he's going to work with them. And at this point, this is about how it's going to happen and when it's going to happen. So I think they're good as far as a pump. But again, it's always one of those things. How much do you want to diversify into them and wait on the sideline while something else could be happening? So those are my thoughts on that one.
Oh, yeah.
But as always, Michael, appreciate the call, all the insight. Truly appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, Michael.
Hey, guys. And I loved your NFT show last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Crypto Bay Jay. She'll be back. Yes, that was her. I was just there as a co-host, as an intro, but she'll be back with more of those NFT shows. We're going to see some more this week. But again, I was sick. So next week, expect to see a lot more content. We got like 5 new people that's going to be creating some shows on here. King. That's going to have different angles from us. So it's going to be a lot of good stuff.
Hey, King on that Yo Gotti, every time you get a new artist, he feature on the song just to get him hype. That Gucci Man, Yo Gotti effect. You got to get him on there first.
1017, we in here.
1017,
all right,
baby.
Really quick, Trev said, what's our thoughts on Midas Investments? I haven't heard of them. Zay, you ever heard of that?
I haven't. I heard somebody mentioned it on here before. I haven't looked into it at all.
Anybody heard of Midas? Michael, you know about stuff. You heard of Midas?
I have not heard of Midas.
All right. Well, nobody heard of it, Trev, but we'll take a peek at it. As always, Michael, appreciate the call, man. Until next week.
Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Later.
Yeah.
Jake Fever in the house. What you got for us, Jake?
Jake, what up, brother?
You still muted. You still muted. Still muted. Here we go.
You can hear me? You can hear me?
There we go. Oh, we're in the middle of the bar. What's up?
Hey,
what's up, fellas, man? How y'all doing? Hey, I want to thank y'all and appreciate y'all for wearing my gear and stuff. I appreciate that a lot. But for the thing I got smoked for fuck Bitcoin. Data Dash is a guy I've been following, man. He's saying Ethereum gonna outpace Bitcoin. So that's my little fuck Bitcoin right now. I think it might outpace Bitcoin for this next few months or so, unless everything just fucking drops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's my fuck Bitcoin Friday. Little plain fact. I got smoked for last Thursday. King, you was solo dolo talking about Putin was a good leader, and everybody was like on some bitch ass shit. Like I was like, what's going on, man? The man he is a good leader. So it's just forget the words, bro. He get people to follow what the hell he do. That's a good leader. That's just what it was.
Good or bad.
You better have this engagement go right back down.
My bad about that though.
I'll mess with you.
I got the bar in the back, man. I do like drink reviews and stuff on TikTok, and I want to invite y'all on, man, because I be telling people about Bitcoin and I can't explain it like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm down for sure. Let us know. You already know it.
Yeah, we just I got some shirts coming y'all way. I made some funny BitConnect shirts. I'm gonna send it y'all way, and then once y'all get it, I might put a little package in there. We could talk on live or something and put it on my. I got like 2,000 people that follow me on YouTube, so maybe it's about that time for y'all could just explain it. But give me like 20 minutes of your time.
Hey, it wouldn't be too bad to bring you on to the channel and have a little evening show where we test out new drinks, Bitcoin and bourbon.
Hey, you know I'm not looking at no drinks right now. But anyway, I didn't tell everybody the whole story, but LA is a dangerous place, folks. You just gotta be careful out here. Anyway, Jake, what I will also say is, so just so you know ahead of time, so you be like, oh, these dudes jocking our style. We are bringing some of our shirts back. Our first one was a funny BitConnect one. So if you see a funny BitConnect, when we are got design and everything, we don't want you to think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey, you already know you're still welcome.
I ain't worried about it, man. It's rules for everybody.
That's what that's what I always tell people. Because listen, we still gonna promote both of them. Because it's gonna be like whichever one you like, get it. Don't matter. Get both of them. Matter of fact, listen, I'm an abundance person. Everybody know me these days. Listen, we go out to eat. We go do anything. If it's ever a 5 minute, should I do this or should I do that? Should I get this or should I get that? Hey, we getting both. All right. We don't got time to be worried about. We getting both and we going back to work on Monday. All right. Like that's the way life is. We're not about to pick and decide. I got 2 different type of chili sauces in my thing. I got all types of say, you know me, say, we not doing that. All right. We about to make some more and we about to go buy both. There we go.
Exactly. It could be more than one person in any industry. So like, and people gonna fuck with mess with whatever they want to mess with. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So really quick before you go, of course, we did cover the Putin thing. I mean, the proof is in the pudding when it comes to leaders. As I said, you can like a person, you can hate a person, but if they got other persons following them, I mean, that's what a leader does. They lead the way. So I'm with you on that. But what I will have to say, we got to get the smoke going for Jake today. Hold on. Let's bring it up, Zay. Let's get him. Let's flame him up real quick. He said Ethereum is going to outpace Bitcoin in the next. You said next month.
Next about 6 to 10 months.
Let me look at this 3-month chart. Okay. I just want to look at a couple of charts real quick. Let me take a couple peeks. All right.
Oh yeah. Now do ETH versus BTC.
Oh, you already know what was coming next. Hold on.
The ETH versus BTC chart.
Yeah, the ETH versus BTC chart. Yeah.
So here's my question. Even if it were to outpace Bitcoin, let's say the next month or two, what would that mean for Ethereum in your words? Like, what are your thoughts? Like,
well, I don't care about Ethereum. I just say I'll put my money in Ethereum. Once it like go up like 25, 30% on BTC, I move it to BTC. I get more BTC. That's my game.
Yeah, trade for real money. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. If for those who are confident in that play, I mean, it does make sense to go with the collateralized loan. Loop it. Go ahead. If you're gonna go for it, go for the play. You don't got to do it with everything. You can do it with 10%. Throw 10% on iBay.
I don't know how to utilize that yet. So like that's some of my weaknesses that I have. I only know how to play with what I got, my only collateral. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
hey, don't go too crazy if you don't. You're doing it smart then.
Yeah, that's why I want to bring y'all on to tell people about stuff, because I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be telling people about y'all, sending you links and everything to everybody, but hopefully they find you.
There we go.
Are you coming to Jake? You coming to Miami for the Bitcoin conference?
I'm gonna try to come over there, man. Like, that's my anniversary. Me and my wife got married.
Congratulations.
On the 10th,
Congrats, man. Congrats, brother. But too bad you got to come to Miami.
Let's see. Everybody's in here saying cannabis and crypto. Funny enough, people, Zay been wanting to do a cannabis and crypto. I'm the one messing that up.
Yeah, I was trying to do that 5 years ago. And
listen, let us know in the comments. Y'all really want a cannabis and crypto show? Let us know in the comments. Chemo and Crypto said, I get drugged while drinking at the bar. Then Reno Gamble said, King drinking 2020 on Skid Row, bad ideal, bro.
Man, y'all don't know how to party, bro. We forget cannabis and crypto. We doing meth and Merkle trees. Let's do
hilarious. Listen, folks, Zay tried to warn me Sunday. He was like, bro, what is wrong with you? It was just a crazy weekend. I decided, listen, I have bad demons in me, honestly, and they came out. And I try not to let them come out. And when they do, I go missing for 5 days. It is what it is. So, and Zay knows it's true. And I got to get a new car, too, because it was stolen. No lie.
Hey, fellas.
My car got stole, people.
That's how you know
they stole my car in LA.
Oh, yeah, that's how you know you had a good time. It was the funniest week ever.
I said the same thing. I say them boys went too hard when Zay got into town, because my boy ain't come back for 2 days. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
can't do it like I used to.
But I'll tell you the good thing, people. I'll tell you the good thing. I haven't seen the type of focus I see in my life right now in a long time. All right. Like, I'm not about nothing. If it don't got nothing to do with going to bed at 9:30, 9:45 p.m. and waking up at 4 to 5 a.m. to get started on this crypto journey and some entertainment stuff in Hollywood, it ain't for me right now. Don't call me. I don't want to talk about it. I'm good. I'll be in Miami next month. I'm going to sleep early when I get there.
Hey, last thing before I leave, fellas, I want to say, man, Ryan Coogler, he was tripping, bro. He went with mask, glasses on, hat, and everything, and asking people and slid them a note, tell them something, let me get 12K out.
Listen,
that's all I'm saying. It was just a little bit off, but
I get it. I do get it, but come on, you gotta know you gotta know the room. You gotta
you know what's funny is some people was like, he's famous. How do you know that, bitch? You got a damn mask and glasses on. He's famous, right? Cool. How the hell would I know? He's a regular looking dude. But
listen,
yeah.
I would never underestimate any facility or anything, not even in the US, on the planet, of a brother walking in with some shades and a mask on and them just being on up. I mean, to keep it real, here's the deal, people. I won't even say it for no brother. To keep it real, hey, I'm going off the military age male. If you 15, 16 to 50, take off your mask and your glasses when you come near me, period. Don't enter my bubble with your face covered. I don't. If you're a military age male, I'm taking the person. I don't trust you at all.
Hey, you know, one side effect of this the COVID thing is now they got all these young boys running around with Pooh Shiesty masks, walking down the street like it's regular. Nigga, you look like a robber. I'm gonna start shooting first. I don't care about nothing.
I am crossing the street when I see you.
Yeah, it's like 8 of y'all with ski masks. Nigga, that's COVID. Hey, COVID gone in my eyes. There ain't no reason to wear that. You about to go rob some shit. But
yeah, my wife worked at a bank, so I seen it from her eyes, and I was like,
yeah.
Man, she did the teller did the right thing. I would have wanted my wife to call the people on him too. He slide me a note like that. That's probably part of the procedure.
It makes you look twice. All right, we gotta get the next person. I appreciate it, Jake. We got a couple more people calling in. Cheers. B, what's going on? What you got for us? Still muted, B. What's the word? There we go. Hey, how you doing today?
Hey, what's up? Hey, shout out to y'all boys. I've been following y'all for a minute. Been helping me get into more with the crypto, I guess the industry in general. But I do got some smoke, or not some smoke, but I do want to change the way we think about what we're talking when we say good or bad leaders. I think it's more important to look more in the metrics of progressive and regressive. So when it came to Hitler specifically, I know a lot of people hate Hitler, but you got to look at what was the state of Germany at the time when he came into power, right? So,
you about to raise some smoke to yourself, dude.
Hey, people don't want to talk the truth no more. They got buzzwords.
Yeah.
But if you read history, they was in the bottom of the depths, and he somehow led them to the point where they had to fight against the superpowers of the world.
And he almost took over most of Europe.
Yeah.
Like, he changed the entire economy. Like, people don't want to talk about those kinds of things. But, I mean, that's just that. But I just wanted to say, you got to think of it in terms of progressive and regressive. And then you can apply that to any leader in history. Look at the state of what their place was in, right? And then did they regress the state of their country? Did they progress the state of their country, or did it remain neutral? And that's how you can manage what was a good or a bad leader. Not like how you feel about the person, but it's just like a matter of who they're leading and how did that system progress. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh yeah, I mean, Genghis Khan, same thing. They ain't have nothing but a few swords and some horses, and he took over the whole shit. Literally. So like, and then impregnated half the continent. Like,
and
that's
really quick. And to be real, Genghis Khan is the real reason people like. Here's the deal. I know this is gonna offend some people too, but hey, let's trigger it up. You started it, let's trigger. Ain't no such thing, no damn deadbeat dad or nothing. Like, you should take care of your kids, definitely. But also, if your job, if your purpose in life was to conquer, and you're like, no, I would literally in 2022 want to take over North and South America. One of the best ways to do that is to have a fucking legion of children. Literally. You need to have so many kids to the point, and it's different in modern time. Maybe not back in the day where it's just like but in modern times, you can say, yeah, I'm gonna have 20 or 30 kids. I don't need to take care of all y'all. I need to make sure you're alive and you're smart enough for one day for you to become a governor, you to become a mayor, you become a military general, you're an admiral, you're a police chief, you're this, you're a teacher, you're that, you're a lawyer, you're a banker. Hey, we kind of cool, but we all know we're related. That's all that needs to be to move forward. That's what Genghis Khan did. Yes, it sucks, but people, it worked. I don't know. I know we're about to get more calls on this though.
They're saying no more. Don't say good leader anymore. Effective leader.
That's the word. That's the word.
That's a better term, because the people, they still get mad over semantics, even though they know what we're saying. But so effective leader. How about that?
All right, let me get back to taking my test.
Take care. Hey, Chris, on you. Before you get started, Chris, I know I owe you a message, as I said, and for everybody listening. Chris, I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, this I got off to this week, started off on a doozy, people. It did not start right at all. I just know how to play it off well. But life was terrible for about 48 to 72 hours, can you believe me? So again, if I owe you all messages, I'm definitely gonna get back to you. I had to come back to life. It took me some time. Chris, what you got for us? What's the word?
Hey, what's going on? Shout out to everybody tuning in, and shout out to you, of course, Bitcoin Zay and you, King. First and foremost, fuck Hex Friday. You know, we gonna change it.
Let's get it going. Get it going there.
Fuck Hex Friday, fuck Dogecoin Fridays. You know, anybody talking shit about Bitcoin is just lost, and they gonna be asked out, you know, in the future. But I wanted to say, Zay, if you wanted to do the smoke, I already talked to King about it. If you want to do like smoke, Bitcoin and smoke, or Bitcoin and whatever, I'm definitely going to do that.
Hey, we could do one in Miami. Well,
is that gonna be you, Chris, that who wanted to do that?
Is that I'm definitely going to do that. But
we can do an initial episode when I get to Miami. I'll say.
All right, I got you. We'll set it up.
Yeah, we'll set it up.
Let's do that, man. And I saw that Biden was talking today. I definitely want to ask you guys your thoughts on moving forward as far as regulation, because we already know where we stand, but for the newbies and people that's listening, do you think it's with all the news that's coming out and Bitcoin being it's not pumping because of inflation and it's not going up due to inflation, do you guys think that's because of manipulation? That's what I've been asked, or do you think it's because of other things? What are your thoughts on that?
I think this is natural cycle. Really quick, I do think it's a little bit of his natural cycle, because we've seen the same. Like again, just go back to 2018, 2019. We could blame that on regulations at the ICO market, but maybe that was his normal cycle too, because we saw the same thing. Was it 2012 or 14, 2015, right, Zay? So we saw the same thing 2014, 2015. Market stalled. 2016 started recovering. 2017 pump. 2018, 2019, market stalled, slow, recover. 2020 pumps, recovery in 2020 and 2021 a pump. So maybe 22, 2023, slide sideways, stalled, slow. Next happening 2024, 2025, pumps, goes crazy again. And we see the same thing happen 2 years after. Those are my thoughts, Zay.
Yeah, usually you need some sustained growth in order for it to pump the right way. What we're seeing right now is pump, BART signal down. Like that's basically arbitrage people. They're pushing the price arbitrage up and down. I mean, that's always just games right now. So the price is kind of wacky. But yeah, you can't really predict it as far as because of how much liquidity is coming to the market too. So volatility is getting less and less and less as well. So the only thing I think that is going to convince people and push it towards that bull market is when we have something like 20% inflation, or if the sanctions actually work or don't work, and Russia says, yeah, we're adopting Bitcoin as legal tender, like something like that. It don't matter what the chart say, that thing is going up forever. Like it's just not ever going to stop. Right. A few pullbacks, but I think that time is coming after the next halving. It's going to be damn near impossible to get Bitcoin after 2024. So we got some time. We go sideways till then. That's fine. I don't care. Just let it. I hope it's accumulation. Yeah, accumulation. Shit, go back to 10K. Let's do it. Clear out all the ponies.
And this is where we keep talking about the prices. Like we're not really concerned about the price of Bitcoin. Like the project is working. Like it works people, every time. The project's working. There will be a Bitcoin future. Why? Because it works. Like calculator. Why do you use TI-83s? They work. This is literally that's.
I love how you guys keep saying the technology. Like a lot of people are focused on the price. They're not going to make it. It's the technology. We're focused on banking the unbanked and people that are really fucked up out here and helping them out and putting them in a position to have access, like you said, versus the price. Americans are so spoiled. I say this all the time. Americans are spoiled rotten, bro. We are over here complaining about the price of Bitcoin like we don't have banks, like we don't have AC working plumbing, and there's people all over the world that don't have.
And why my investment ain't doing better than 300% this year? Like,
yeah, exactly. Spoiled brats. Shut up, man. Damn.
All right, Chris.
Last thing is.
Oh, go ahead.
Last thing I want to say was 2024. Boy, I'm voting for Trump. I don't give a fuck who like it, who don't like it.
Y'all triggering the hell out of people today.
It's trigger Fridays. Fuck Joe Biden Fridays, bro.
Hey, let's go, Brandon. Oh yeah.
I don't like none of them. All right, I want to be on record by saying I don't like none of them. They can all like none of them.
I don't like none of them either. But listen, if we had to choose,
nobody's doing it smart. Nobody's doing it smart. Like if they really care about the American people, this should have ran. It should have been in either position, vice president, president, Joe Biden, President Trump. Boom. You got 50% of the country like one, 50% of the country like the other. You two get in the room every week and figure out what we need to do to go for it. There we go. Why we got whole sides? Like
here come the blows.
Gang boss one and gang boss two. Y'all need to work together to figure out the gang for everybody. Like, why? Exactly. What's going on here?
I like that. I like that.
Hey, Chris, and I appreciate the call, and I'll get back to you again. I saw the messages. I got you.
Yes, sir. Y'all take it easy.
Appreciate the patience. Friday. All right, Jaron, what's going on? We got Jaron here today. What's the word?
Good morning, King. Good morning, Isaiah Jackson or Bitcoin Zay. How y'all doing, man?
What's up? What's up? Good morning. What you got for us?
I got a little bit of smoke from the last statement from the last couple of statements from the brother who said that Ryan Coogler did he was the teller was right. He know damn well that teller was wrong. She called the dispatcher. The dispatcher pretty much told the lady he might have just wanted to be secretive about his money. Mm-hmm. Now, I get what y'all was saying about him with the gear, the attire he was wearing. He could have did it a little bit more better, but at the end of the day, she called the cops. If he would have reacted a certain way, it could have turned out bad for that man. That's
I mean, from my view, I was just joking on what he had on because people were saying he's famous. How didn't she know? I was like, you couldn't tell. But the way he did it is whatever. He gave the ID, didn't he? Put the card in and gave the ID. Yeah, like so to me, she didn't do her job at that point because all you have to do is look at the ID, just look down and tell them pull down the mask, verify it, and then. But again, I mean, if she felt threatened because she was pregnant, hey man, I've dealt with a pregnant woman for months. Their emotions be all over the place. They can be super high one day,
trigger today. Trigger.
She said because I'm pregnant, I want to protect my child, but I know how it goes, real high, real low. She could have got instantly like, oh, this is my child. I can't take any chances. Hey man, it is what it is. It was just a bad situation all over. I mean, it's just one of them situations where like, dang, that sucks. But I don't think anybody is technically, legally just completely wrong. But I don't think she was in the right either. Definitely.
Yeah. All right, appreciate y'all having me on. You have a great day.
Hey, Jaron, appreciate the call. Thank you.
Yep.
Whistle Tone said 99% of deadbeats aren't conquering anything. People guess people are too busy remembering gas chambers than to discuss some dissatisfied German economy pre-mass execution. Philip Asti said, hey, the internet used to go off at midnight too. Newbie reality, you got to roll years to understand the cycle. I mean, that's really true. People really forget the internet. Dial up, people. You can't be on the phone and internet. Could you imagine we abandoned the internet because everyone would complain, well, I can't use my phone, so why would we be using the internet? Like we need to abandon it. This is investor protection and protect people and protection, and the internet's bad guys. They're communicating. There's terrorists communicating on there. There's all types of shit. Like, could you imagine if we abandoned the internet because of technical issues? And hilarious. I think Ashley K said that story needs to be told. People, you all understand. I got a lot of stories that need to be told. I'm going to eventually bring back my podcast I used to have, but this is why I'm not on social media. My life is really, really crazy in real life.
Yeah, somebody said something about magic mushrooms. There's like magic mushrooms, and instead of meth and Merkle trees, you do magic mushrooms instead.
Hilarious. Yeah, other than that, I let the cat out the bag. I was like, I'm not gonna tell people, but I was like, yeah, I need to tell people because they think we just disappear out. We didn't just disappear out the blue this week, folks. Zay warned me not to let the guy out. Technically it was his fault. He wanted me to go to Vegas. I went to Vegas for the Degenerate conference there. Shout out to the Degen conference.
Oh yeah, Tone Vase, shout out to him.
Tone Vase conference. Shout out to Bitcoin Vegan. Bitcoin Vegan linked up with us in Vegas. But yeah, this is Isaiah's fault. I'm blaming on him to begin with, at least the day one.
I shouldn't have got that table.
The demon comes out and it roams people, and life isn't good for me. But I get better every year at controlling it. So I'm just gonna leave it there. It's under control again. It's under control.
Oh yeah.
So with that being said, expect some more content out. iCoin, shout out to iCoin hardware wallets. That video will be out today. It'll be a short video just kind of showing you some of the features iCoin have. If you're interested in new hardware wallets, here's a way to diversify. I mean, literally, I have iCoin, Treasure, and Ledger, as well as a bunch of hot wallets, warm wallets. So to me, you can't have enough wallets, especially when they're trying to track them and trace them. Like, if you're gonna come after me for some wallets, like you're gonna need a team. Yeah, you're gonna need your task force. It's gonna be like a few months of like due diligence and taxpayer work. So you can't have enough wallets. So if you're interested, check out iCoin Technology. That video is gonna be out later. Yeah, Wyatt tries. I'm having flashbacks going through it. Y'all don't even understand how bad it really got. And as I said, honestly, as I said earlier this week, I'm being serious. I'm lucky I'm alive and stuff, and nothing dangerous happened to me. So I'm not even mad. It was one of those, so it's all good. I'm alive and I'm healthy. Huh?
It'll be in the documentary.
Yeah, exactly. It just grows to I'm alive and I'm healthy. And worst case scenario, I get a new car. I've been wanting a new car anyway. Everybody know that. I've been wanting to floss. So whatever. Life happens. I gotta be careful. It is what it is. Zay, you got anything else?
Had to floss on them one time. Oh man, good.
You got anything else, Zay?
Nothing for me. Just the whole month of April is going to be Miami Tech Month. Just talked to my guys down there. So it's events the 1st through the 30th, through the 31st. So come the whole month. Anytime somebody comes, just hit me up.
I might come. Zay know I might come down there for a week or something. If I do go to Miami, I will make one exception for a 24-hour period. We'll probably figure out a Friday or Saturday to do something.
48 hours. Get 48.
Yeah, you're right. Get 48 hours. I will say, hey, I think y'all can hang. Y'all keep saying these numbers we talk about. Wait, what's going on? All right, like yeah,
all right, yeah, start partying.
All right, Crypto Chief said, I thought you Navy guys could drink. That's my point, Crypto Chief. We can. That is my point. I don't go out a lot, and I finally went out and it went a little crazy. All right, we're not gonna keep talking about it. I'll tell the whole story one day on another show where it's meant for it. But yeah, more new shows coming soon. As you saw, Chris is probably gonna jump on too. The Cannabis Show. If you all want it, say it in the comments. We'll think about doing that Cannabis Show. Zay's been wanting it for years as well, so we'll probably jump on it as well. Other than that, make sure you smash that like and share, and we will see you all next week with some more videos, crypto news, and stuff like that. Again, be on the lookout. A lot of stuff is about to be happening fairly quickly in the next 2 or 3 weeks, so just be on the lookout. Smash that like and share. Check out the master.